anytime they're down, you just run the risk of getting shotgun to death.
Man, Morphling against Wind Ranger is such a great pick. Basically against any of these heroes and anything that he morphs into, especially Wind Ranger.
Or Earthshaker, like all these things are amazing. Oh,
having a Wind Run and Shackle.
Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty terrifying. Can you even play it? Like, do you have to switch Wind Ranger to position 4 at this point? Like, I feel like it almost feels unplayable.
We'll have to see.
You may now select your hero.
Oh, they're switching it up. They're gonna run a Pugna last pick. All right.
I think it's gonna be Pugna on Thompson.
I think it's gonna be 2-0 is what I think it's gonna be. Jesus Christ! Look at this freaking game. The hell?
Still decide.
Oh God. Yeah, Secret are like, we're good to go. OG is on us saying, I know I'm playing PA. You guys figure it out. Jarex is trying to do it as well. This is a rough one.
I'm taking Earthshaker, guys. Screw you.
Exactly.
Aye.
They're thinking, man.
OG. X Dream Green. Can't decide which green hero to pick.
Right. I mean, that's the thing, right? So they are going to do Thompson Wind Ranger, and it's going to be a Seb Pugna. This is a tough one. I really don't know what they're going to do. Like, it feels like they have to shut Nisha down. That's like the most important thing. Cause
I don't like this Pugna as the last pick. They're so squishy. Everyone on their side, low HP. Jarex is probably the tankiest one. You're playing against Clockwork, Monkey King, Morphling. I don't know. I have to see. Maybe this Thompson Wind Ranger can make something happen in this game, but I'm not sure. Wind Ranger is one of those heroes where she needs another item always. Like, okay, I got this probably 4-staff in this game, so she can get out of position. Okay, I need Maelstrom to deal damage. Then I need a BKB to survive, and then you need a Aghanim Scepter because you're not dealing enough damage. You're not using your ulti.
Yeah. Well, back when Wind Ranger was like really picked consistently, it was like the Ags into a Chrysalis build, so that way you would have a lot of damage. But then the reason it stopped was exactly what you're talking about. It's like you need that BKB on top of it to stay alive in this game. Like, I mean, even if he gets a 4-staff early, I think he just dies to the Morphlane. And Ana is going to immediately tip off Thompson, saying, all right, guys, you got this. I believe in you. The mask tips. I'm not sure exactly what's going on in the discussions, but they're feeling good about it. They're like, all right, we're going to go out here. We're going to play some Dota. We'll see what happens.
That's one of the problems with the hero. It feels like you never have enough items. You're never ready to fight.
Okay. Well, we'll see. Game 2 online. Secret looking to close this one out 2-0. And OG feel like they're spamming the chat wheels. They're feeling maybe a little bit better about their prospects than we're giving them credit for. So we'll see if they have what it takes. As No Tail is just going to micro some treants, run them around the area here, see what we can find. It looks like they are going to run into the Morphlane up on the high ground. Doesn't want to reveal himself, although I think that they have a good idea that it's Nisha playing it in the mid lane.
And I love that they put Clockwork on core this game. Zai is playing it, get the items and farm on Clockwork, which they're going to benefit way more than if Magnus gets it.
Yeah. This is what you were talking about before, right? You just have the, Yapsor following around the Monkey King, and he can keep empowering him the whole time. And
this is not
himself.
This is not Yapsor's hero. It's nothing too greedy, but position 4 Magnus does mag job way better than position 3 Magnus, just empowering your 2 cores.
This is going to be good.
Well, Nisha in the mid lane misses his block. Already they're crumbling. They can't handle it. And Thompson misses his block too, so nothing. Never mind. We're fine. Everything is fine.
Mistakes were made. Rocket Flare, level 1, 80 damage to secure some last hit. Harassment on the treants on top of it.
Nice. And he's going to try and clear through those does have the stout shield, which is one of the nice parts about it, but still running into some issues. There's a lot of pressure being put on by No Tail here, able to micro back that one treant so it doesn't take too much damage, and then pull the rest of them away as well. So top lane, it is going to be continuing to have Seb on this Pugna. Looks like the lane is going to push in, but this is a frustrating matchup here. Immediately going to give him the tip after where he misses the CS, and well, we'll see if those tips
Mid
get
lane,
exchanged.
we might have a first blood. Ooh.
Man, the skin of his teeth, he's out of there. Nisha playing this one close. He's just going to salve in front of Thompson. We'll see if
Power shot.
Thompson can break it. He's thinking about it. Well, looks like he's not giving it to him. So yeah, they're going to back out afterwards. Oh no, Nisha. Nisha looks to still be okay for the moment. Knows how much damage his power shot can do. He's healing back up from it afterwards. Nisha, what you doing, buddy? He has the tango, that's it. All right. Gets
The problem is
self-load
he
up.
can't use Flask. He needs to run back so far away so that Wind Ranger can't see him to use Flask efficiently. Otherwise, he's just gonna get it cancelled. Oh, try to snipe him mid-air.
He didn't even have he didn't even have waveform skilled when he went for it there. Ana looks like he's in some trouble down bottom though. Puppy getting the harassment off, and he will be able to regen through it, popping that stick charge afterwards. So the Jakiro putting the pressure on, and so far so good in these two lanes. Thompson and Wind Ranger, or rather, and Seb, both having a good time.
Fisher ready in 4 seconds.
Looking for it. Nisha in some trouble there, buddy. Hanging on for the moment, but they draw first blood. Thompson, redemption. Already has more kills than he had last game.
Yeah, he could have actually scored first blood 2 times if he connected the power shot shaker. Already used one Fisher, paid for a second one. And that's position for Magnus, which means that he can leave Pugna alone. They don't really threaten a kill on him unless they get a skewer onto the tower.
Yeah, it's not an easy one to find, that's for sure. Thompson back towards mid again. He does not have enough mana for a power shot right now. Still 9 away, but he's laying in a good amount of harassment here on Anisha, who keeps on trying to toggle back and forth with strength to stay alive. But we can see that already this Wind Ranger having a much better time of it. And across the board, they're having significantly better CS. Thompson, maybe you can try and go for a bait. Although trading hits now with Nisha, needs to be careful. He actually cancels the animation, realizes he doesn't have the mana for it. And Jarek's moving into position, seeing if he could find a fissure. Not going to happen. So it's going to be the bottle brought out for Thompson, and he's going to maybe go fishing for a power shot. Or just retreat afterwards. And they're actually going to hold the creep wave here even. That's really cool.
Nisha, still not using that Flask. Now he does it 7-7 against 14. Thompson is playing really aggressive, which means he's missing a lot of CS because of it. Look at Nisha denying so much.
Yeah. It's the extra harassment out there. But I guess Thompson is just comfortable just sort of getting the levels. Puppy gets the deny here. Or gets the arcane rune, actually. I think he'd be able to pick it up.
Dire's top tower is under
So a
attack.
1,000 gold lead early on for OG.
Man, Nisha is playing so well. Even with the bad start that he had. Power shot? No, he's not going to go for it. 2 points in attribute shift. More than enough to keep him alive. He needs to bring a lot of regen to this lane.
Yeah. Uh-oh. Jarex. Chased down by mid one.
No tail. They need to share some damage.
Yeah, seeing if they can do it. Ana slows down. Oh, and that's enough. Does not want to sprout in his buddy, though. And no tail. Will he get the sprout? Ana trading hits, still hanging on. That blink strike is going to need to use it to jump away here. And it looks like they will find the kill on a no tail. Ana also able to live away from this one. While mid lane, more pressure on Anisha. No power shot, though.
Nisha actually has more experience than Wind Ranger.
Yeah. Well, not anymore. God, the fact that he can just waveform away from this means Thompson needs to play it so carefully. Like, can you imagine if you could, like, pump fake power shot? Get him to, like, waveform away? Make this really tough. But he just has to sort of slowly peck away at this Morphling, which is not going to work out, it feels like, as far as gain a kill. Needs another rotation to make it happen.
Radiant's top tower.
Yeah, I think Morphling's getting way too much out of this lane.
I do that, I do that.
He basically has the same amount of CS and has, what, 8 more denies?
Yeah. Morphling's just an insane hero. He's just playing it really, really well. Bottom lane, Zai. It's gotten 20-2 versus the 31-6 of Ana, who also has been able to remain without a death as he jumps forward and tries to find this kill on Design. Guess what? They're going to get it. No Tail lives through it also. Now the chase forward for Puppey. Jarek showing up at the perfect amount of time. And the body block's coming out, but I don't know if it's going to quite be enough. Enchant Totem is available as they connect it onto Puppey here. Gets the punch, gets the chase, gets the kill.
Yeah, I love the way
Isha?
Ana is playing.
Isha swapping back and forth. Does have another morph, but doesn't use it.
He's whenever they use Power Rocket on mid, whenever they use battery, he just blinks in onto a hero to share the damage from battery assault. We didn't talk about Seb on the top lane. He has level 6 right now, Boundless Strike used. Shaker just TP top, 1-1-1 build, but they need to have another Decrypify and Life Drain to grab a kill on him.
Yeah. Sai takes a crit to his backside and then retreats away. What do we have here? Thompson and No Tail hanging out together. Looks like No Tail's going to TP back towards bottom.
With me.
And again, a relatively slow-paced game, but it's all coming out favoring OG right now. Feeling like they're in the better position. And Puppey getting body blocked in here by these treants, but they can't wrap around fully. Those early boots on that Jakiro making all the difference. He gets out of there.
Dire's middle tower.
Yeah, they set up the lanes correctly. You have Phantom Assassin and Nature's Prophet. Both of these heroes don't really are threatened by Cogs because of the extra units and the Blink Strike. Cogs plus Battery Assault. Zai.
Trying to
Power
dodge
shot.
away. Sprout, it's available again if they want to use it. And the chase forward, Zai is going to go down as well. So Thompson making the rotation and getting the kill. 6-1, 2,000 gold lead. They're all over the map. And this is a much different type of OG game than we saw in game number 1. And Puppey just TPs back in, wants to give his life away. As Thompson talking a little bit of trash here and gives him the tip afterwards. Oh,
there's
goodness.
a history between Puppey and Thompson.
Yeah, it's a true statement. Ana now needs to get the heck out of here, but does not have Blink Strike. Gets pushed up onto the high ground. Nisha gets the kill, and Puppey gonna give him the tip back.
Oh, wait, no, I couldn't.
Now, there is a little bit of history there, isn't there?
Yeah, Thompson's chat wheel game is really strong. They have good levels. Yapsor, level 6 before 10-minute mark with some stacks, has mana boots. Same goes for offlane of OG. Pagana is going to have that Ether Lance, which is going to give them more kill potential. Earthshaker sitting on mana boots already.
Well, there's a big rotation coming up to this top lane, though. This Puppey has shown up. But it doesn't look like they're capable of doing anything, and the Rocket Flare reveals the positioning. Yapsor spots out Jarex, getting into position for these bounty runes. Boundless Strike, they pull Jarex back in, and Nisha has shown up as well, where they will find that kill, and Thompson actually going to pop ultimate. They go for the decrep. That actually keeps mid one alive. The decrep ends up causing the death, and now Thompson also going to go down, although they managed to find that kill onto Zai and the Monkey King afterwards with the no-tail ulti. So Thompson eventually will fall here, it looks like. I think. Maybe not. Chase? Yapsor, does he have any mana? He's trying to dodge away. The creeps couldn't kill him because of the evasion. But Nisha finds his finish.
Sick RP by Yappy there. And we could see the power of their lineup. Nature's Prophet using ulti, some Fisher play, plus level 4 power shot. That's ton of the damage.
Yeah. So Impressive start there. It does end up looking like Secret come out ahead from that one, obviously. And now taking a look at the net worths, it's still this sort of contingent of OG heroes there at the top, but they haven't really come up with a great answer yet for this Nisha Morphling,
Radiant structures
who
are
is
fortified.
now up to the 4 Wraith Bands and ready to fight if he needs to. Fissure comes out from Jarek's
Dire's
power
bottom
shot off
tower
the mark.
is under attack. Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Dire's
He's gonna start
bottom
pressuring the tower on mid. Full agi plus catapult. No tail. In a little bit of trouble.
And he could waveform, but Nisha wisely is not going to go for it. Would have been the death of him there with the power shot and obviously the shackle shot afterwards. But it looks like this 2,000 gold lead is going to be continued to be nursed.
Hard to use shackle shot if you didn't skill it.
That's fair. That's a good point. I always forget his funky
Dire's
builds.
top tower is under attack. Dire's structures are fortified.
A little bit of a different build from Puppy than what we've seen before. He went for the 2-1-2.
Yeah, that's what I didn't mention. Like, he always goes for max ice bath, which I think is a correct build. Maybe a bit too greedy because they wanted to grab some kills. He was lacking a mana, so went for 2-1-2 build. Also, they don't have the best sieging potential, so maybe that's the reason why he put an extra point into Liquid Fire.
Yeah. It does sort of have the feeling as Nisha gets the kill onto this Nature's Prophet in the meantime. It has that feeling like it's a little bit tough to get things done because of that. Like, Teamfight is going to take a while to come online. They don't really have that maximum lockdown yet on the lower.
Yeah. The thing is, Monkey King is shut down in this game.
Yeah.
Morphling is still recovering. He can be active, but he needs to play with someone else.
Right.
Magnus is not that hero, so he needs a Blink Dagger. Also, Clockwork still didn't use his hook shot efficiently.
Yeah. We haven't really, seen a hook shot be used for a kill yet, or anything. I don't think we've even seen it used. So
I added efficiently just in case that he used it and I didn't notice, but he definitely didn't use it more than one time.
yeah, that's right. You gotta farm creeps every now and then, do what you can do with it. But yeah,
They realize that their lineup is not strong right now, so they can take a fight, but they would love to farm for the next 5-10 minutes with the Empower on both of the cores and get a Blink Dagger on Mag, which he's getting closer to 800 gold away.
Yeah. Well, and to be honest, like, if this game lasts another 10 minutes, and even if this 4,000 gold lead remains steady, I don't feel good about OG's prospects going late game. Obviously, PA becomes a monster, fine, but you're running with like this Wind Ranger and against a Morphling with the Monkey King, it just feels really, really tough.
Wind Ranger can scale easily, and Seb is having a good time in this game.
Okay.
Not the best one, but almost has a Force Staff on top of Ether Lance, so things are looking good. He's level 9, which means his spells are maxed out.
Yeah. Top lane, bringing in the Nature's Prophet to play with Jarex, who is about a little under halfway to his Blink Dagger. And there is really good vision in this area, kind of defensively placed wards by Secret. It feels like they know that OG are eventually going to want to pressure this top lane, and so they're getting that vision down in the area where they think the fight's going to happen.
OG just got rid of 2 wards from Secret on the bottom side of the map, so they are controlling their own jungle.
Are scanning.
No tail? Does he get found out here? Mid one
Dire's
looking
middle
at him,
tower is under
but
attack.
not going to be able to go for it. So yeah, they
Yeah,
back
give him
out.
the mean look.
Which makes an ugly prize.
It's scary, man. It's very scary. Well, there's a lot of laughing. I don't know what the hell's going on.
There's a lot of laughing, but not a lot of action.
No, we're just chilling, man. 10-6. Nisha gets empowered. Mid one gets empowered. Yapsor cries because he doesn't get enough farm. Although somehow he's still been able to get himself towards arcanes and almost a Blink Dagger.
whoever gets the Blink Dagger first on their position 4, they're gonna smoke up and try to make something happen. Right now, Mag is gonna grab it in 100 gold.
Yeah.
Earthshaker still 800 gold away from it.
Little power shot comes in there. The pressure coming from Thompson and Seb, and looking like they're going to try and finish off this tier 1 tower. Is it time to go yet? They find themselves one. Mr. Zai in some trouble, and another round of the decrep, but they get the kill in spite of it. Power shot, as well as the damage coming from Seb, take it down. So they managed to take down the tier 1 tower, and that is the third one, excuse me, taken by OG.
Yeah. It feels like we have a formula. Whoever gets sent down to dire off lane is just feeding. Last game it was Thompson, now we have Clockwork. Is not having a good time. 0, 5, and 2.
Maybe Radiant is just better. Maybe that's what's the problem.
It definitely is.
All right, mid one finds itself No Tail. Good decrep, keeping his
save.
buddy alive. Goes for this Force Staff too, so No Tail lives through it, and the App Store is still looking for the chase, but it's not going to be there. They cannot find these heroes. Ana thinking about going back in here. He just wants to farm up. Is that Battle Fury done?
Is under attack.
Yeah, we didn't talk about Ana. He's level 13, has that Battle Fury finish on top of 1200 gold.
Look at these wards that you have on Secret. It's just like a square of vision. It's like you are not going to walk in here without us knowing about it.
But it's a really small area where they can farm. That's like 1, 2, 3 camps. Hookshot used. What is that sound?
The hell? Excuse me? Oh, we found him. All right, Mr. Seb. Gonna get ran down. I was not even looking over there. So I guess that he was just being a tree man, wanting to hang out in the woods for a little bit.
Beauty of position 5, Nature's Prophet, is he can TP anywhere and place whatever good wards he wants. Look at this. Behind tier 2 tower.
Yeah. I think that they had a good idea that Secret was trying to play on the other side of the map.
Middle tower is under attack.
And you can see that they keep on sending these treants up here, blocking out the camps too. And basically OG's saying, okay, if you want to try and play this turtle farm up game, we're going to make it less efficient for you and keep blocking your camps.
Both position 4s have a Blink Dagger and a smoke. You know what time it is? It's go time.
Ana, not long for this world. The App Store is there. They spot him, jump forward, able to catch, and might not even need the RP. Are they going to fully commit for him? The chase forward, the cogs push back, and a dead old PA. And now OG still moving into position, misses the hook shot, but that's okay because they can still chase these heroes down, still have RP with the blink available from the App Store. Earthshaker does have his as well. Jerax looking for his opening. They could take this fight, but they still don't have that PA, and Seb is just going to die, and the blink dagger reveal does nothing. Nisha destroys him.
Man, Nisha staying one step ahead.
Oh no.
He morphed into PA, goes in with the dagger and the blink strike, forcing him to use the Cryptophodite, immediately switches to the real Morphling and uses Adapter Strike. So budget shotgun coming into a play.
And now Thompson trying to jump out of here, but will be found. He TP'd into all of this mess, and Secret knew about it, and they eventually hunt down the Wind Ranger as well. You said it. As soon as those Blink Daggers come out in the position 4s, they're going to start fighting, and OG come out on top in this instance. Zai chasing down No Tail now. Got him caught, got him controlled, and No Tail going to die.
Didn't get himself out.
Although, showing up with the rest of them, Seb misses the life drain. Looks like No Tail's still going to live through it regardless. So they don't find that kill, and Puppy now is going to be the one that dies instead as they chase him out. Need a dagger, get the vision, let the dagger do the work.
They're going to lose tier 2 tower on the bottom because of it. Runes are going to be traded 2 for 2 in this case.
But right into the pit. No Deso, no minus armor at all right now. It's going to make this a little bit more difficult, but Thompson is there with his ulti, and that's going to maybe make the difference. Although they throw out the rocket immediately. They know what's going on. Can they get into position? The App Store, he's still got the RP. This is actually so deadly. They need to get the hell out of here. They're not taking it quickly enough. OG need to retreat. They can't take this fight if mid one gets in a position with Yaps over there as well. The Echo Slam though, they interrupt Jarex, but the 2-person RP, it's not enough. Able to turn it back around. Mid one, the hook shot, it connects on all of them. OG is biting the dust. It's starting to fall. Thompson trying to run, but it's to no avail. 4 go down. It's the Aegis coming back out in a second. Ana's gonna get out of there. They bought back on Morphling though. That might be enough to make this worth it.
Yeah, buyback on Seb and No-Tail. They took the Aegis. They wanted to protect this Phantom Assassin. Basically, it was who gets the better initiation, who goes first. Jarex with the godlike Echo Slam, but then nice counterplay from Yappy. 3-man RP. I think hook shot actually connected mid-air tandem while he was
Nisha! He's out of there. They got him caught though. The turnaround coming yet again, and Jarex trying to run and is gonna die. Mid one with that long range punch, and now the chase forward for more OG. They're only gonna connect one with the ice pack, but the chase forward with the primal spring and No-Tail going to get brought down here in a second. Although No-Tail now pushed back inside his own trees. Mid one finds that kill. Seb trying to take down another. This is all falling apart for OG in the past couple of minutes. Although Ana jumps forward, tries to make something else, turn it back around, and get that kill into Puppy. The final tally is actually going to end up being 2 for 2, and that's a dieback for Nisha.
Shot
so
is ready.
This actually works out okay. Hook shot there for Zai. He could think about trying to turn now onto Ana. He needs the ultimate play here to make it work, and does have battery assault back up again in a second. Ana gets the blink strike up, and power shot comes through. Oh, Thompson knew where he was at. Pretty plays.
Mid one, they're gonna find him. Nope, they don't know. Just kidding. He's thinking about.
Oh my God, Seb!
Soundless.
Seb, don't do it. Oh, Midone definitely thought about it. Oh man. All right,
He had enough damage, but he was afraid that he's gonna die after, so it's really not worth it.
He did see the smoke too. Who comes out ahead there? Like, Aegis down. It's a dieback from Nisha. I guess Ana lives through all of it. Is that enough?
Yeah, Ana's their win condition. And Poppy tanking a lot. The build on Poppy, chainmail plus helm, 15 armor on Jakiro.
But not enough in the end. And they do have Blink Dagger with RP available from Yapzor, but they found themselves the Monkey King, and Yapzor can't go for the RP play. OG, just when I was starting to doubt them, pull it back in fabulous fashion, and now they're up 3,000 gold lead again. And finding more.
I think that fight would have been different if Clockwork had mana to use the combo there.
Yeah. Oh my God, what's happening? Decrep.
Sprout plus Shackle Shot is the old example from the textbook and still working.
Dire's structures are fortified.
That's it's a nice little combo if they can get it. So you do have Blink on Thompson, jumps forward, finds the Shackle. No-Tail's there with the high ground vision. Yapzor still has Blink RP available if they all start to grow up, but they can't do anything to turn it. Yeah, nice Sentry Ward placed down. But heads up Force Staff, or rather Skewer, keeps him in play. And the thing you had talked about earlier was this Monkey King not really feeling like he's had a game. He is starting to sort of come online a little bit, but it's Ana that's just so far ahead.
Yeah, man, Ana is 5,000 gold ahead, both Morph and Monkey. Even though they're farming with Empower.
Oh, a DD Nisha, or rather DD Ana.
Yeah, usually you see Nisha who's playing that Phantom Assassin and getting those
blur,
DDs.
the vision, the blur. They find him. Oh, it doesn't shackle though. God. That is one time when the blur can be really good, if you can sort of sneak up on the other carry and then obviously come up with a disable, but wasn't able to get it in time. So where do you think we're at right now? It's like 5,000 gold lead for OG. Does this feel like it's enough that they're pretty comfortable in the state of the game? Like, can they just sort of steamroll from here, or do they still need to play it safe?
It's looking good for them because this Phantom Assassin has ton of farm, is tanky enough to survive the initial burst, and they even have a Force Staff on Pugna in case something bad happens, getting closer to that BKB.
Oh, Nisha saving his buddy for the moment. The Ice Path follow-up, and now the full combination comes out. Wind Ranger getting healed back up by the Pugna, but it's to no avail as he eventually does go down. Nisha still chasing. RP only onto one, and they pull Seb back into the clutches of the rest of Secret.
Yeah, really bad time to fight for OG. Phantom Assassin needed less than 100 gold to get a full BKB, and they still engage into that fight.
Not what you want to have. And it speaks to one of the issues that you've got from OG. BKB timings for both of these heroes is going to be pretty key, I think. Although you don't really want to have to go for it. And they just blew up No Tail. Okay. It happened so quickly.
Look at No Tail, what he's doing with his treants on the top lane. Just trying to buy as much time as possible so they can go for tier 2s.
Ana? The armor corruption misses the Ice Path. That was ugly. And mid one now trying to turn into a tree, trying to dodge the damage, but Thompson's there, shackles him to another tree. They find the kill. Well, I don't even know.
He should have just stayed hidden under the Chappie amulet.
That's probably the way. That's sort of tough to know in that instant if you're going to be able to live or not, but in the end, can't quite get him. Good vision in the area with the Clockwork Flare and also Sentry Wards, so Ana moving aggressively forward. He still is the big bad boss in this game. And it looks like Wind Ranger had an Aghanims queued up, but he's now going to go back for the BKB. They have to go for this.
This is what we talked about. Like, you're not the most farmed hero in the game, but you need both Aghanim Scepter and BKB and Daedalus. Always need an item. Such a greedy hero.
Yeah. It's fun to play, though. I love this hero. You run around, just punch people over and over again in the laning phase. I miss the Orb of Venom days. Get some D wards. OG chased. That was real close.
Yeah, see, they found him.
Oh, and the Force Staff with the shackle aggressively played. Really nicely done there by OG.
He was in a range of that sentry ward, hiding in the shadows.
Yeah. That does become more than problematic. There's a DD bottom. We'll see if they maybe want to try and take a fight with that on Nisha. It's going to be here for another 2 minutes. And a hook shot down bottom. They catch themselves. No Tail is able to get the Sprout, push himself out of the cogs, but it's not going to matter as mid one takes his claim of the prize. And Nisha has the DD now. It looks like they want to try and take this fight.
They need to play around this BKB on PA. Try to lower it down.
Find Jerax. Looks like he will die. The fissure comes out from Nisha.
1000 damage Morphling. What? Exactly 1000 damage at one point after using that enchant totem. 250 plus 750.
Let's see it.
All right, that's 800 plus.
Waveform attacks. Let's do it. I don't think it works like that anymore. I think it did for a little while, but it's pretty great. Well, it looks like it's going to be the Manta done in a second for Nisha. Ana, how's he doing on his farm? Going for the MKB afterwards.
They don't have any kind of evasion. I mean, maybe he's preparing for evasion if Morphling turns into Wind Ranger.
Yeah, or himself too. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
It's also attack speed. It's not like the worst thing in the world for Ana. Get those little mini bash procs.
Staying one step ahead.
That's right. I think they call that the next level play. So 22-20. This game's significantly closer than we saw in game number 1 between these two squads. And when I saw these matchups, this was the one I was mainly looking forward to. I think the biggest thing is it's just sort of... Oh, No Tail? It won't get him. When I was coming into this game, I was fully prepared to just see Secret completely roll over OG. I think that's what a lot of people were expecting. Secrets looked amazing. Obviously, they didn't have the best performance at the major ever, but they still showed up and had a really good series or two in that one. But OG's definitely been struggling, and this looks like a revitalized team, at least in this game number 2.
I think everyone can say that Team Secret is the best European team right now, without a doubt. And they're not satisfied with their performance at the major, I can tell you that.
Yeah.
Do it with flair.
Morphling going to go back for the E-Blade afterward. Took the waveform attacks targets. And 31 minutes in, it's again waiting for that Roche to respawn. 20 seconds until it's up. And the vision battle that's been played around this whole area. You saw that one ward taken out by Puppey. This one just outside of range, it looks like, of both of these sentry wards. As Ana's going to move forward and should be known by Secret that he's there.
And Puppey with the Spell Amp talent and Dual Breath burn damage, he just clears the whole creepway with the Dual Breath and Liquid Fire.
It's interesting he didn't decide to take the 40 XP gain.
He's just playing on a different side of the map. He's going to get himself to level 20 anyway, get that GPM. But I would prefer to have the XP gain down because he would be level 20 by now.
And the ice path duration at level 25 is insane.
Radiant structures are fortified.
But regardless, it's going to be a smoke up. Roche is back up. Yapsor within vision. They have good vision of OG. If they break their smoke on a mid-1, has his BKB available. Ana thinking about jumping here. It's a little bit dangerous, though, in Yapsor. He'd be a great one to jump on. They go for the initiation, but he's able to get the blink away. They revealed for just a second now the Glimmer Cape keeps alive Puppey. Ana needs to be careful as they chase forward. Already burned through the Aeon Disc, and this fight's not gone the way that OG wanted to start it, but if they can burn off Puppey at the beginning, this would be a great way to make it happen. So they chase forward for more. Jakiro buys back into the game. Now the chase up onto the high ground. Thompson completely left alone. They drop down the Sentry Ward in the duration of the BKB. Can they chase him down and kill him off in time? Chasing forward, Nisha able to get the blink away. Thompson lives. Everybody living, with the exception of Puppey. You did have to buy back, and now Ana gets the BKB, tries to run away. Mid-1 drops his ultimate as well, and now decides to turn. This extra armor, it's not doing enough in the RP. They're controlling him. They're starting to take down Ana. Can they fully kill him off in time? He's still living through it somehow, but it's not going to be enough. In the end, he does die. 80 seconds on the sideline as Jarek's also going to be under fire. They find that kill too. And
where's
it looks
his
like
team?
get
Ana
out.
was alone there. He was basically playing 1 versus 5. And this is free Roche. This is Cheese and Aegis. Nicely done by Yapster there. Just walking in because Blink Dagger was on cooldown, using RP in Wukong's command.
Yeah, it felt like they got so separated when that first initiation sort of was botched.
Yeah, and let me tell you a story about the best players in the world, Clockwork. He realizes that he's not going for any kind of Aghanim Scepter builds. He can't solo kill anyone anymore because how this game went at the early stages. So he just buys a casual medallion for extra armor against BA, against Wind Range. Then he gets a Glimmer Cape. He got so much value out of this Glimmer.
Yeah. It's definitely feeling like he's, just that utility hero, and not in the way before where it was sort of just like you pick up a Vlad's, you pick up a Crimson Guard. It's these active items to make sure that people can live through it, and that Glimmer Cape to keep Puppey alive through that first salvo of initiation. Like, if they blow up Puppey right there, or if they catch Yapsor, that blink away, the fight's basically over at that point, and it's Roche for OG.
Yapsor is not gonna hesitate. If he sees Phantom Assassin, he's gonna solo RP her before BKB. If she has a BKB, he's gonna hesitate a little bit, unless it's in Wukong's command or if she has 1-2 seconds left.
Yeah. And now you have this AC done for mid-1. Nisha has the Aegis. This is a tough fight. OG looking like they still want to take it in spite of that, and Vision is here. Zai has the hook shot available as they're moving forward, trying to find him, but the walk away, the hook now connects onto this Seb Pugna Force Staff. Need to get out of here. They have BKB on a couple of different cores. They break down the tree. Mid-1. He's completely isolated. Can they blow him up in time? No. They're just going to try and get out. They don't want to try and take this fight in spite of the potential good initiation that came there. So Seb, he's going to be the sacrificial lamb. while the rest of OG retreat.
What did you expect?
Good power shot, but they can't really fight into Aegis and Cheese right now.
Yeah.
Phantom Assassin getting closer to level 25. We'll see what he decides to go for. Triple dagger or coup de grace percentage.
And this game becomes so much more difficult now too. Is that AC online for the Monkey King? You can't burst him with Ana as quickly. Like, who do you even go on with this PA? Nobody's an easy kill.
They're just building armor. I
Yeah.
already mentioned Jakiro, medallion, plus a casual helm to keep himself alive. Now he bought a gem for his team. They want to get rid of the vision.
Tower is under attack.
Solar Crest on Clockwork. This is how they play whenever they
Radiant's middle
are
tower
facing
has fallen.
heavy right-click
So we
heroes.
now.
Yeah. Smart. Very, very smart.
I think during the major, Puppy on a baton had 2 chainmails. Just to get 2 casual chainmails.
Armor's good. Armor's OP. No-Tail was able to deny a DD rune that was sitting in the river, so that takes it away from Nisha, which could have maybe been an opportunity for Secret to just go. Ana,
Just go.
Just go. Just run in there, guys. Make it happen. Zaya's like just parked on this ward, waiting for somebody to TP in. Oh, look at this treant down here. It's just gonna munch away at it. Takes a little while. Little bit of time. It's going. Take it out. Oh, they got him. It's a happy tree.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Happy tree friends.
That's right. Oh god, that freaking Jesus. Please no.
Dire's bottom
Alright,
tower
Ana's up on the high ground. No-Tail is trying to get some split push work in mid lane. And he's gonna be able to do that at least somewhat. While the E-Blade goes out onto PA, will be healed back up afterwards.
Dire's
Does Clockwork have the rocket flare damage yet? Oh, it's at 20. It's a good way to deal with the
Rocket
split push.
flared through sight. What up?
It's the best, right? Don't you love it?
I mean, maybe against Wind Ranger, she has level 20 talent, grants invisibility. They have, they don't have it. Never mind. It's pretty garbage.
I mean, they have a gem.
No, I was just trying to find something positive in that talent.
Yeah, it ain't. I'm with you. Gotta find that positivity, and that's it. Mid one just dodged the Wrath of Nature too. What a player! So Nisha, E-Blade, Scotty, Manta is about 2/3 of the way to the BKB afterwards. On top of his Aegis, they still have no time on this Roche here. As it is going to expire right now. This is maybe their moment. Zai moving into position. Everybody blinks away. OG still living. Seb throw. Whoa, okay, they hook
What?
shot up. And they go for No-Tail instead. All
I
right.
thought that him misclicked because I was my camera to the bottom whether he wants to hook on Pugna or Earthshaker.
Yeah, I wasn't sure there. You went for neither of them.
This is what I want to see. Phantom Assassin didn't go for Basher. I mean, just a Basher and has a straight Divine Rapier queued up. They need damage. They need to risk to win this game.
Yep. Seb, in the meantime, is going to get hit here by the Ice Path, and his Aeon Disc has already procced mid one. They can't break the tree this time. Need to run away and decrep to walk out of here. Looks like Seb will live for the moment.
Yeah,
The Yapsor looking for his finish. Gets the RP, pulls them both back in, and that is also going to be the Earthshaker under fire. And Jarek's Echo Slam, he just walked in and did it. There's no follow-up, though, afterwards. Tops some BKBs and tries to run away. Ana jumps in aggressively, and now he doesn't have a way to get out of this one. BKB turning to fight, see what he can do. It's not going to be enough. Nisha's there as well. A good shackle shot to try and turn this. They need to get the hell out of here. Too much damage
Good
coming
shackle,
from
but no
Nisha.
follow-up.
Good blink away.
Dire's structures are fortified.
They used the buyback on Jarex. He popped that Echo Slam, but nothing good came out of it. Again, it feels like OG is always outnumbered. Their positioning in both of these games have not been great.
Scanning.
Yeah. Looks like Nisha's going to go for a Satanic afterwards. Shackle shot, catching. Can they kill him
He's
off in
morphing.
time? He's switching over. Morphin to Others form, but are they going to be able to burst him? The stack, they get it killed. All right, mid one also reveals himself. Bold as brass. And going to be chased. Shackle, it connects. Mid one, what's going on, baby? He's going to get caught. He's also going to go down. The feed is real as they just lose their 2 cores. What?
That's 70 seconds without Morph, a minute and a half without Monkey King. Okay, Morph has a buyback. Monkey King does not. He needs
127
100
gold. Go pick up some
How do they
bounties.
find that gold? Jakiro is level 22. Force Staff has Macro Power, so it's gonna be hard to push into.
I mean, they have catapults, though. It's double range creep. And Yapsor getting very close to problematic and maybe even dead. He's going to get the Force Staff pull away, but they force the buyback from Nisha. That's a win.
I don't think he needed to buy back there. They could have stalled with Rocket Flare, with Shockwave and Jakiro.
Well, do we have a game on our hands, Lacoste? It was starting to feel like it was going to be a runaway from Secret, but those 2 deaths suddenly turn it pretty heavily back towards OG.
I don't know about you, Gabe, but I've been watching this game for 40 minutes. I don't know what you've been doing.
Uh-huh.
Do we have a game?
God damn it, Lacoste.
Man, are you even getting paid for this?
No, definitely not.
Well, I'm taking your I don't care. I'm taking your share.
Unbelievable. What a guy. Nisha? Oh, can't afford to die, buddy.
Me ain't enough.
Pops and backs out. And it does feel like they still have this, like, big ability to turn the fight back around with a Yapsor ultimate. Zai. Glimmer Cape, walk in. Underneath the Pugna Ward, though. Makes it a lot harder to fight. But one big RP could certainly completely turn this back around. The other thing is that you could hypothetically just, you know, if you get a big RP, empower Nisha, he turns into PA, and they all blow up.
Hypothetically, you can do anything. I could play professional again, hypothetically.
There's a world in which that happens.
Yeah, it's called Wet Dream.
Oh my god, what are you doing? What's happening? Oh, Lacoste. Crazy guy. Jarek says sorry for you. That's amazing. Alright, Puppy's
These
got his
Shackles
veil.
have been on point.
Yeah.
Shackles have been on point, getting closer to level 25 with the cooldown reduction talent. That's one of the yummiest level 20.
He's also almost got that Aghanims. What else do we have online here? The Puppy Jakiro would probably now have level 25 if he had taken the XP gain, but does just have the GPM talent, which is still very good. And if he can manage to get 25 before the next fight, could be really relevant. It's going to be Aegis done, though, and OG run right in. The last Rocket Flare was used up in the top lane, so Secret might not be fully aware that this is happening. Looked like it was a relatively
This is free Roche
middle of
for
the
them.
road, and this is huge. Roche going to their favor. The quick Roche spawn means that they get it. And now a refresher shard left on the ground for Jarex. This is
Now we have a game.
potentially game defining. Yapsor though, under the Shadow Blade. God, this is deadly. Yeah, they don't want to go right into it. Realize that they just kind of need to wait out this strong period for OG.
They gave Refresher Shard to Phantom Assassin. She even has a BKB in the backpack. So
Okay.
basically 2 BKBs, 2 Abyssal Blades, 2 Battle Furies to cut down the Monkey King trees.
Next level. PA clears through that creep wave. The pings are there. They realize what's happening. Bottom lane, it's going to be a split push game coming out from Zai and Nisha. As this game goes on, I feel like we so often get these like funky, weird talents that can kind of change the game. Do you feel like one side feels more comfortable going into the late game in this one?
It's gonna be hard to kill this Wind Ranger right now. She doesn't deal that much damage, but once she gets a next item, then it's gonna be a problem. And this Phantom Assassin, she's 6 slotted. She could swap power threads and get that butterfly. I like the idea of getting that Divine Rapier at the point where game was at, but he doesn't need to go for it anymore. Shackle, not gonna connect.
Dangerous
Pew,
mid
pew,
one.
Pew, pew.
Ana gets the blur broken. That means they know that there are heroes up on the high ground. Ana trying to bait this out with the Aegis. He feels comfortable standing in the middle of the creep wave, but YapzOr also there. Do they have any sentry wards down? They don't. YapzOr, with that gem, they were able to spot him very briefly. Thompson revealing his position, but YapzOr gets the blink away. And with this Pugna continuing to blast away, they use the fortification even to try and take these ones out. But there's the hook shot. No, the shackle shot, rather. They catch on to the Monkey King. They can't take him down, though. So they back out.
He just wants to do that, yeah. Boundless Strike to pop that Eon disc.
Now we've got 2 waveforms from Nisha.
Double damage.
Level 25 for him. Any other ones that have come up recently?
Puppy's level 24.
Illusion.
Ice Pad Duration, that's extremely good. Monkey King is level 25, 1 Wukong's Command Ring.
Is there any thoughts about going for the Ice Path Pierce's BKB? Oh god. Hold on. YapzOr gets stunned. Shackle not going to land, but they're still able to find it in the Echo Slam to follow it up afterwards. They try and take him down, and they will be able to get the RP off, but it's not good enough. He had buyback. He could have just jumped back into that one. And it does look like with the RP already down, it makes this fight a lot harder to take. He can go for the pullback in onto Ana and just blow him up.
He did not
Nisha.
have enough time to actually pop that BKB. Not enough time after he died to put the Black King bar from the backpack into his inventory. 0.1 second.
And everybody else left. There just wasn't an opportunity there. So they lose the Aegis. They still have Refresher, and they should have Cheese somewhere as well, I think. I don't think I saw a Cheese used. Yeah, looks like Earthshaker still has it, but they don't have buyback right now on Jerax. They're going to buy back on 1. Nisha is unable to land there, and the Dagon to force them back yet again. Nisha's still hanging on to those 2 waveforms, and this building just drops so quickly. Manta style, pop forward, take down to tier 3. Shrines are open. Where are they going to find their shackle landing? Can they hit it onto anybody? Mid 1 connects onto both of them. They buy back on 2. They bought back on the PA as well. Can they blow them up in time? The Hex is there as well. They bought it onto No Tail, but mid 1 also under control. Ana jumps in. There's the Cheese. It ends up popping. They still got him under control. Trying to get the lifesteal, the Boundless Strike. It's not quite enough. Is it going to be there? No. Thompson still lives through all of it. And now they've got their eyes set on another. It's Sai, who's going to be found and going to be killed. But it cost them a lot.
Zai does not have a buyback, but Monkey King does. 70 gold for Zai. Until they reach the base, he's gonna have it.
Man, Thompson has showed up in this game. His shackles have been on point.
Yeah, with the build that Monkey King went for, the Abyssal Blade, the only threat is this Phantom Assassin going off in a team fight. And if he can use ulti and just keep her in the ulti after the BKB is down, that's how you win a game.
Yeah.
And now Nisha needs that MKB. He needs to counter the evasion because he's missing a lot of hits.
Well, and we do also have that Ice Path finally done for Jakiro, which makes such a huge difference in these fights. It's such a long disable and such a short cooldown. 3.75 seconds on a 9-second cooldown. Meanwhile, Seb?
Poppy with the plate mail. 31 armor on the Jakiro. Everyone's just getting armor items.
But Lotus, it can make a big difference in these fights. I think probably, I guess the Wind Ranger one is pretty interesting. Like, if you focus fire the Morphling and he gets a Lotus Orb on him, it'd be pretty cool.
It's good against Hex, it's good against Shackle.
Yeah. In the meantime, No Tail has decided to go back for the Necro books afterwards. So, does have level 2 right now for that. Cooldown reduction. And we'll be able to pick up these bounty runes along the way as well.
which my matriarch
This cooldown on teleportation is so low already, just 15 seconds. But it is that Lotus Orb done for the Jakiro, and then the Shadow Blade also finished for the Earthshaker.
Radiant's bottom
Yeah, they have
tower
2
is under
Lotus
attack.
Orbs. One on Puppy, one on Yapsor.
Radiant's
If they
bottom
use it
tower
correctly,
has
it
fallen.
could win them a team fight. Windranger now has this Crystallis, who has a gem. Yapsor.
Oh, Anna's there. Thompson also. They use the Focus Fire trying to take down mid one. He thinks about going for the ultimate. Yapsor is there also in the Shadow Blade. Nisha chasing forward with the blur. It's going to get dispelled in a second. Jarek spots him out. Backing away. Can't afford to get caught now. Meanwhile, top lane, the Nature's Prophet is going to keep this pressure onto that top tier 3 tower.
They want to take this fight right now. BKB on cooldown for 50 seconds on Phantom Assassin. She immediately swaps Refresher Shard just to have a BKB if something happens.
Yeah. Heads up play there. In the meantime, Thompson's going to get this pressure out as well. So they're putting Nisha up on the high ground down here bottom while top lane is pushing in. You can't afford to take this fight for too long if you're secret, but likewise, if you're able to find a kill right at the start, you can potentially just win the game. Buyback status for a lot of these heroes is on cooldown. Chase forward for more. There's the Decrep and the Dagon. The Shackle connects as well. Glimmer Cape going to wear out soon. Power Shot comes out. They throw out another one of those Lotus Orbs. Dagger's going back and forth, but as I said, that tier 3 tower gets taken down by the Necro Books and the Treants, and now they're trying to chase for more. Jarex does find one. Nisha to turn it back around, tries to take it in, but they're going to be able to find the Shackle Shot. And now the turnaround, can they kill off Nisha? No, BKB popped, and now is going to try and take down Thompson. The big jump in coming from Anna, the waveform up to the high ground. Seb still lives through this one. He needs to find a bash or a couple of them, if at all possible, and they're able to find it. There's going to be the Abyssal Blade use, controlling him fully. Can they take him down? They take down this Nisha, Morphling, and now Yaps are also trying to run in. They're still living on Ani. He has a Blink Strike in a second, but they use the RP, trying to interrupt this one. Can they do it? No. They lose the PA, they lose the Pugna, and it looks like OG are going to lose this game unless there's a miracle coming from Thompson. He is in play for this team, and this one is looking just about over.
Yeah, this looks like a game because Phantom Assassin does not have a buyback for 3 minutes and 22 seconds.
Has fallen.
They could just go for tier 4s.
Radiant's bottom barracks are under
And they're going to dot their I's across their T's and just go straight for it. Shackle not going to land. Thompson, BKB popped.
Radiant's middle
They
tower
just used the E-Blade, and it's all over. GG is called as secret. Take it 2-0 over OG.
Radiant's ancient
Really good performance by Team Secret. I gotta say, OG looking way better than what they looked a month ago. Since they added Anna, it feels like a different team.
Yeah. I agree. I think that this team, when you look at ILTW and what he was able to do, still put up good performances in the qualifier matches. It was really when they got to land that things were sort of struggling a little bit. We'll see if that's going to be the case at all here. It's obviously Secret that still look like the best team in Europe. I don't think that many people would try and question that. But OG able to play with them in this game number 2, which is not something a lot of people say.
I mean, Yapsor had some really nice RPs, but
Oh, yeah.
he's also not afraid to pop RP on that Phantom Assassin just to win them a team fight. I think I mentioned it once or twice about OG's positioning. It felt like Anna was caught in a scenario where he's alone
Yeah.
a couple of times. There was no follow-up, there was no Force Staffs used on him, no Glimmer Capes, no nothing. So it's really hard to play like that, especially if you don't have any supports. But you can also give credit to Team Secret
Yeah.
on top of it because they are spreading the team fight, especially Zai. Like he didn't go godlike by playing this Clockwork, getting solo kills all over the place, but his item build also benefited a lot. They also benefited a lot from his item build. Solar Crest, Force Staff, Glimmer, Vlad's, just build those tanky team fighting items, extra armor against Phantom Assassin, extremely effective.
Extremely effective. Well, while we've been watching this game, there is another one that was going on, which was the elimination losers match going on between the Final Tribe and Sexy AF. The winner of that series is going to move on to face off against OG for the chance at the upper bracket. this game, there's only one team that's going to be eliminated in the first phase of play. And that one will be one of Sexy AF and the Final Tribe. Not sure who it is that's going to be knocked out. It looks like on the other side of the matches, if anybody is curious, spoiler alert, Liquid was able to take it 2-1 over Alliance. Then NIP was playing against Goblin Legs. Looks like NIP won that match. And then Liquid and NIP were playing. And then it was Alliance and Goblin Legs for elimination. So not sure who that was that ended up moving on. But we're still waiting for the results from Sexy AF versus the Final Tribe. We'll let you guys know what those are shortly. Lacoste, any final words before we close out this second series of the day?
What do you always have to ask me about final words? Can I just say final words at the end of the day?
I mean, I don't know. I'm just trying to talk to you, man. I want you, give you a little platform to talk to people about stuff. God, you're such a butt.
I'm gonna make my own talk show, and I'm gonna talk about stuff that I like, the inappropriate stuff where everyone can tune in.
Hey.
No, I'm just kidding. No, I'm not gonna have a talk show. I'm not Jerry